Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. This is week number 6 of the course Software Project Management. So the topic for today's lecture is Project Cost Management. So before starting today's lecture, let's review the previous lecture contents. So in the previous lecture, we talked about what is project scope management. In order to plan the scope management, what processes you will consider, and collecting and documenting requirements using different techniques, and we discussed process of creating a work breakdown structure using different methodologies. So today's lecture contents are: we have started chapter number 6 of project time management. First, we will see what is the importance of project schedules. Then we will focus on planning schedule management, defining activities, and sequencing activities. So now we will see the importance of project schedules. Managers often cite delivering projects on time as one of their biggest challenge. So in order to make a project successful, the main focus of the manager is to deliver the project within the given time frame. So this is the biggest challenge in order to make a project successful. Time has the least amount of flexibility. It passes no matter what happens on a project. So time is a thing which has the least flexibility. It passes without considering that what are the current progress conditions of a project, or what happens on the project. So schedule issues are the main reasons for conflicts on projects, especially during the second half of project. So the main issues of conflicts on the project is basically schedule, especially when we are executing the projects. So this is important, that if you want to make your software successful, so the important element is to manage the time and deliver the project within the given time frame. If we will not meet the schedule activities designed for completion, then of course it will cause damage in shape of time overruns. So now we will talk about the individual work styles and cultural differences cause schedule conflicts. So basically it shows that how individual work style or cultural differences causes the schedule conflicts. Myers-Briggs type indicator focuses on people's attitudes toward structure and deadline. The Myers-Briggs type indicator is basically a self-help assessment test which helps people to gain the insight about how they work and learn. Judgment type people prefer to follow schedules and meet deadlines. So the one category of people which here we are considering for this assessment test is the type judgment people. Basically these are the person who prefer to work according to the schedules. They work hard to meet the deadlines because they think only following a schedule strictly can make a project successful. So the other type we are considering is the perception type people. Perception types prefer to keep things open and flexible. Deadlines are only a signal to start rather than to complete a project. So these are those persons who brings psychological preferences in how they perceive the world and make decisions. So they keep to prefer things open and flexible. They don't think to follow a schedule. Here the deadlines are basically a way or a method or a signal which means to start the work rather than to complete the project. So different cultures and even entire countries have different attitudes about schedules. So every country has a different culture, and according to these cultures it will bring the attitudes differences about schedule. So now we will see what is project time management processes. In order to manage a project within the given time frame, what processes we will require for the effective delivery and management of the project. So the first process that we will consider here is activity definition. Identifying the specific activities or tasks that the project team members and stakeholders must perform to produce the project deliverables. So here the stakeholders and the project team, they have to decide and identify all of those activities and tasks which are part of this particular project, which they have to perform or to produce for the project deliverables. The second process we will study here is activity sequencing. Identifying and documenting the relationships between project activity. Now once after the identification of the project activities, now this is the time to give a proper sequence to all of the activities based on the logical relationship of these activities. We have to document this relationship of all project activities.